Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Just wanted to my name is Faith Storms. I'm a licensed social worker therapist, and I wanted to make a quick little video on the topic, stop telling people what to do. Okay, so this is a communication tip, and here is where a lot of people get into trouble. So, someone starts to talk to you about something, and after hopefully listening a little bit at least, you jump into telling them what to do. Okay, stop doing this. Stop telling people what to do. First of all, if they did not ask for your advice, they don't want it. Pretty much across the board, if they're not saying, please tell me what you think I should do, they're often not receptive to you telling them what to do. And when you tell them what to do, they get irritated, they get frustrated, they get angry, they jump down your throat. It doesn't go well. So, here is my communication tip and communication advice. When someone wants to talk to you, when someone wants to share something, if you are the listener, the first thing you want to do with them is ask them a question before they start talking. The question you want to ask is, do you want me to just listen, or do you want me to give you feedback or advice? After you've shared, of course, you got to listen first. And then zip it and let them tell you what they want. Now, many times, people will say, I just need you to listen. And that's wonderful. Now you know exactly what you need to do. You just need to listen. That's awesome. Sometimes people will say, well, I want you to listen and then tell me what you think. Again, awesome. Now you know exactly what you need to do. You listen, get all the information, and then you are free to give them feedback. You are free to say, hey, given what you've shared, if I were in your circumstances, here's what I might do. Now, even then, I suggest to you, do not go real hard line about your advice, because even if they say they want you to tell them they want feedback, in some cases, if you give advice and they go do it and it doesn't go well, they come back and they're mad at you. That's the other reason why you got to stop telling people what to do. Because they turn it around. If it doesn't go how they want, they turn it around. They're like, well, you told me to do such and such. So even when you're giving advice, I recommend you give suggestions. And I also recommend, if possible, give them a couple of options. Don't go, well, here's the thing you must do. Don't do that. Don't do that to anybody. You could say, well, because of what you've shared with me, if I were dealing with this, I might try this. I might approach the person in this way. I might want to talk to them about this issue. Or, now, if indeed you've actually been through the situation, feel free to go, well, I know you're not me, I'm not you. But when I was faced with this, with my child, here's what I did. Like, that's fine. You can share your personal experience. Be careful, again, like I said, about being like, you must do this, because people get mad at you. And back to if they say to you, I just want you to listen, then do not tell them what to do. Do not give advice. Do not. Be supportive, be caring. You're not going to be completely silent. You're going to be giving verbal feedback as they share to let them know that you're listening. But do not go into the telling them what to do. No. So many arguments with couples of all genders, of all orientations, could be solved by this question. If everybody just tells their partner, what they need and want up front. And you can do this. Okay, so let's say you want to talk to your partner and you don't want them to give advice. You just want a listener. You just need a listening ear. Please say to them up front, hey, I need to talk and I just want you to listen. Please do not tell me what to do. Don't try to solve my problem. I just need to talk about my problem. Now, to be stereotypical, males tend to generally try to fix it, but some females do too. It's not just a gender thing. So regardless of your gender or orientation, if you just need a listener, tell your partner, I just need you to listen. And be specific and say, do not give me advice. Do not try to solve my problem. That's just going to irritate me. You can even say that. If you know it's going to irritate you, then tell your partner that or tell your friend that. That's totally fine. Now, after you've shared, if you want advice, if you want their feedback, that's fine. You could say, hey, I know I said I didn't want feedback, but now that I've gotten it out, I think I would like to know what you think. And that's fine. Or in another conversation, maybe a day later, you're like, okay, yeah, I do want some input. So go back to your partner and say, the thing I talked to you about yesterday, I thought about it some more and I would like your take on it. That's fine. You can do it in a separate conversation. But please, please, please stop jumping in. Stop telling everybody what to do. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to be told what to do. That's the other thing. And unfortunately, some people are kind of bossy. And even when they're well-intentioned and they're like trying to be nice, they're trying to be supportive, it still can be abrasive to others. It can still be offensive, sort of. It can be frustrating to others. So if somebody has not asked you for advice, do not give it. If you feel like they might want to know your opinion, ask them. Don't just jump into it. But, let's say you're talking with a friend and you're listening. And then let's say you do have an idea, like you're thinking something. You can say to your friend, as I've been listening to you, my brain has kind of come up with some ideas about how you could handle this or how you could approach this. Would you like to hear it? Just ask them. Don't just pop it on them. Ask them, would you like to hear it? Many people will go, oh, sure. And then that's fine. Then you can share it. But unsolicited advice is usually not well received. And most people don't want to be told what to do. And if you jump in with unsolicited advice, it feels like you're telling them what to do. So there's my communication tip for the day. Stop telling people what to do. All right. Have a good weekend.